Joining us now is CPA and market analyst Dan Geltrude. Dan, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Your reaction to what we've seen so far for the third quarter earnings season?
Well, not surprised as it pertains to the banks, because what have we had this past quarter? IPOs up, mergers and acquisitions up, and without any shock to the system related to interest rates. And I don't think that we're going to see anything too bold coming from Jerome Powell. That net interest margin strong right now for the banks, and I don't see that changing in the future.
So how do you want to position a portfolio if, in fact, you want to have some exposure to that?
Well, I think when you're looking at these bank stocks, these financial stocks, look, you got to have an allocation there. Again, because I don't think that we're going to have any interest rate shock to the system, I think that these bank stocks are going to continue to remain strong. Now, of course, you got to have an allocation into tech. There's no way around that, the way they're dominating the stock market right now.
President Trump is walking this balance here, putting the heat on China to ensure that they're good actors and fair actors on the global stage, but not pushing too hard because we're still reliant on the Chinese supply chain. What about the Fed, Dan? You're expecting a cut at this upcoming meeting. I believe it's the two-day meeting, October 28th.
Yes, I do, Maria, but listen, it's not going to be more than a quarter because Jerome Powell has never shown any tendency to do anything bold. So I expect he's going to go slow. I do believe he's being overcautious, but that's his nature, hence why President Trump is not a big fan.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's amazing to me that the markets have stayed so strong in the face of these uncertainties. It's because investors trust President Trump's policy. I mean, it's got to be. Dan, AI, obviously one of the big stories of the moment and the day, and I mean the day meaning this moment in time, AI reshaping the way people invest, the way they work. Tell us the smart strategies that you've been thinking about in terms of what we should be considering in our portfolios regarding AI.
Well, look, obviously we've talked about the Metas, we've talked about NVIDIA, we've talked about Palantir. But here's what I'm going to tell you. As we see everybody appearing to rush to gold, although, again, China is behind that, right, because they're looking to weaken the dollar. I think that the place to be as far as safety goes is in energy, because as we look at the rise of AI, what does AI need? AI needs energy. They need electric. And that's why, to me, the safer play is when you're looking at something like a Chevron, you're looking at ExxonMobil. Those are the places to be. Gold, to me, has run its course. Will it go up? Probably, but to me, that's not where you want to go. Everybody who's there, stay there, but there's no reason to jump in there, Maria.
You know what? Mornings with Maria has a huge look, a deep dive into energy coming up in the next couple of weeks. I want to tell our viewers to stay with us in the couple of weeks. We're going to get right to that point. Great point. Thank you so much, Dan.
Thank you,
Good to see you, Dan Geltrude. We'll be right back.